Alright, numbers coming up again. Oh, I didn't get my desktop audio set up. There we go. I love seeing that positive number there. Okay. Next tokens I have. My 34. Alright, we're just gonna get going on the ship. Done with that one. I'm terrified of the fact that this tiny ship is a Class 9 hazard, so we're gonna go with it. I'm sure it won't kick my ass in 17 ways. Pull the light banks.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay, how are these attached
Salvage
to the front?
deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Alright. Everything's pretty
Salvage
straightforward
registered.
thus far.
Transferring credits.
Got that.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Okay,
Credit
let's get
transferred.
depressurization done, just so we don't have any nasty surprises taking those thrusters apart. Actually, no, it looks like they're completely separate from the ship primary. Alright, let's get these thrusters then.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Oh, they are they? Let's actually go up here a little bit, just to give us a straight shot. We'll pull the
Processor
backs
deposit
off all
accepted.
four. Whoop.
Credits awarded.
Gotcha. There we go. Alright. Now move in here.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
There we go.
Salvage secured. Applying
Okay,
credit.
got the backs all popped off. Let's head inside. Maybe we'll look at and find a fuel
Airlock
canister. And we'll depressurize.
Airlock pressurizing.
Oh look! Thruster fuel. Perfect. Alright, I'll grab that. There's a lot of fuel tanks in here. That is non-functional. This. Okay, I do have an atmospheric regulator in here, so let's start
Air
this
pressure level
process.
decreasing.
There we go. Grab that. Now, up. Okay. Make sure that all of it is depressurized. There we go. We're just going to pop this bottom panel off. I think these are still secured to the thrusters. Alright. Just slide this right off. Now we're up. Oh, there's two more down there. There we go.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Just lobbing around huge
Valuable
chunks.
object processed. Credits awarded.
Get the slide forward. There we go. Alright. Let's get these thrusters cracked apart. Hey Ninja, how you doing? There we go, got a canister. Crack.
Thruster dangerously unstable. Proceed with caution.
I am proceeding with caution. I cautiously rip that sucker out of there with a tether. Okay. There's one disconnected. There it is.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Say goodbye to that one. Cancel. Go up. Oh, doing alright. Home from another day of work. I took a moment before I left work today to calculate out what my average hourly pay over the last week was.
5 minutes left, Cutter. All good?
Pretty pleased with it.
Good.
So,
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
put that one down.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Okay, let's nudge up there. A little stronger nudge, get it sliding by. That should do her. We just really want to get it away from the furnaces because those things have a mean pull.
Valuable
There we go.
object processed. Credits
Got
deposited.
those. Oop. There we go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage accepted. Credits applied.
There we go. First salvage goal has been met.
Valuable object
Alright, let's
processed.
crack the other two
Credits
thrusters
awarded.
over. School my. Went hard on it, did you? I'm gonna cycle that before I forget, just to depressurize it.
Airlock depressurizing.
Cracked open. Let's freeze them all up. Caught it that time.
Thruster fuel system unstable. Proceed with extreme caution.
Yeah, just fucking yeet that shit, why don't you? What?
Entering rest mode. Your daily
What the hell?
performance feedback will be available shortly in the Link's assessment portal.
You see, those are the moments I hate. I do everything right, and the game just decides, nah. I was crushed. Somehow, some way, by something. And there's no more pressurization in here. No, it's all clear, nothing nowhere. And I followed the quote-unquote protocol for disconnecting those thrusters, so that shouldn't have been an issue.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
But no, just decided to cave my head in. Oh no, I lost some light.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Ship's almost done, Cutter. 1 minute left.
Alright, I'm gonna try to pull this last thruster that also pulls it out. There we go. Cancel that tether so it doesn't go flying off into the distance. Oh my god, I hope it gets done processing that. Man, there's a reason why I don't like these Atlas thrusters. They're just such a pain in the ass. And shit like that, just spontaneous death for reasons, happens. But I had to do a small ship this time.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. The greatest reward in life is the chance to work hard at work worth doing.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Okay, I think I saw the gaseous release of it disconnecting. Yes, I did. Whew. That could have gone poorly. Alright. Give it a little nudge just to separate it. There we go. Ah, there's the light.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
There we go.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
I don't like how that's jiggling. Really don't like it.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay, let's separate the inner holes now.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Okay, got those. There we go, got decoupled.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
I'm gonna do real quick. So I'm gonna tether you up there. Just because I get the feeling when I separate these, it's gonna try to pull it into either the furnace or the processor. Just a feeling. Come on.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Alright. Ah, cut a chunk out of that in accident.
Transferring credits.
Let's start pulling everything out of the inside of the ship.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Just out of this section of the ship. Oh,
Salvage
hey.
deposited. Applying credit to account.
Bottom fell out of it. All processor though, so.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
This one.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go. Go around the outside here. Pull that panel off of the barge. Rest of this over there.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And the airlock itself can go down.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Okay, so there should be a fuel flush somewhere. So right now these are all active and I do not like it. No? None that I can see. Great.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Pluck and toss, pluck and toss.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
That all goes to the furnace, so I don't need to worry about separating it from the structure. The last thing I have to pull from down here is the reactor. Done.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay, so pardon me. Gonna resume pulling everything out of the front of the ship.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
salvage
allocated.
goals. Now it's just cash.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Alright, is there anything else in here I need to pull? Does not look like it. Alright, so next. I'm going to carefully cut. These connectors. Which are right next to fucking fuel lines. Toward the top.
Cutter? Got about 5 minutes left till you're done for the day.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Valuable object. Credit awarded. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Grab that.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Top off my thruster fuel. Okay, I don't see shut off these fuel lines anywhere. So all I can really do is pull those fuel tanks off and pray.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, thank God.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Alright, now I can't manipulate this with my tether, but say goodbye. It's quite a bit of strength pulling on it right now. And the furnace is hungry. Alright, kill the tethers. There it goes. Make sure that
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
garbage. It's another ship in the distance. Alright. Oh. Hello. Another fuel pipe. Alright. One entirely salvaged ship done. Alright. I still hate those Atlas thrusters.
Good morning, shipbreaker. Lynx mandates a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any extra sleep time will be docked from the next pay cycle.
Thrusters are upgraded. Yeah, let's get the grapple upgrade. Alright, let's see what's in the catalog. Alright, so we haven't done one of these really big heavy cargoes yet. $43 million in potential salvage, so let's knock it out. Loading up, loading up. Alright.
Morning, folks. Keep it simple and safe today. Hey, what do you think Weaver's up to? I wonder if he's working. Or just not working. If I know that old timer, he'll find a way to work till the day he drops dead. And to put his feet up. And finding some fresh air. As much as you can on Earth anyway.
He deserves it.
Enough
Yeah,
about
he
that guy.
does.
He left. We got work to do. Back at it. Aye, aye, Mama Bear.
Airlock depressurizing.
He did his damnedest to take care of his crew.
Airlock pressurizing.
Alright, let's see what we're working with. A few small compartments up front. Got a long compartment back here, but it's got pressure or atmospheric regulator. So let's pick it a little bit. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I got a patch kit there. We got multiple radiation filters back here. Alright. So let's
Air pressure level
Okay.
decreasing.
cycle that.
Airlock depressurizing.
Go back here and cycle this one as well.
Airlock depressurizing.
Open this door because there's no reason for it to be closed. Same for that one. Alright. Chances that we got another atmospheric regulator up here. Practically nil. It'd be in here if we have it. Oh, actually is working.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Alright.
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
Oh, wait. First we'll cycle this again.
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock
And
depressurizing.
we're just gonna have to remove one of those doors to finish dropping the pressure out of the front.
Salvage deposit. Applying credit to account.
Airlock pressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Alright, cycle this to
Airlock
depressurize.
depressurizing.
Alright, that should be all the atmosphere in the front section. Yep. Thought I cycled that airlock. Oh, it's one of those that there's a separate compartment just for the interior airlock section. That's irritating. There's that one.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Alright, this is all pressurized, so we'll depressurize this one now.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, got an atmospheric regulator here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch this one.
Air pressure level decreasing. Airlock depressurizing. Airlock depressurizing.
That's gonna clear that one.
Airlock pressurizing.
Now, do we have a functioning regulator down here? Yes, we do. That's shocking.
Air pressure level decreasing.
I'm just gonna pop the sign off of this. Go ahead and strip this and get all these items out of here.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Valuable object
Alright.
processed. Credits awarded.
Let me come in here and cycle this airlock before I rip that panel off.
Airlock depressurizing. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Raw material processed.
Alright,
Credits deposited.
let's expose the reactor next. Oh, you're a big boy. Okay.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay, that should be far enough for us to take care of the reactor.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Hey, Cutter, you've got 5 minutes left in the shift.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Hope you're having fun.
A blast, per usual. Alright, coolant is shut off. Turn my attention to the reactor. Done.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
There we go.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Processing
There we
object.
go.
Applying credits to account. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay, so you come out here. I've got that panel still attached. There we are.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated. Deposit accepted for processing.
There we are.
Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
You know, if I didn't have to break it to get it out of there.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted.
Alright.
Credit cutter, there's 1 minute left till the end of the shift.
Alright, all I'm gonna worry about is getting this separated off. I see you over there. All depressurization done. Got the reactor pulled. Not bad for one shift. Oh, and I got the entire reactor housing dismantled and deposited as well. Good times. Oh, I do have the two pieces of the end cap back there. I'll deal with them later.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
I'm sure they would. Data miner.
Raw material accepted.
There we go. That console didn't make it. Oh well. Can't save them all.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay, got it.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Credit deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated. Salvage secured.
Okay, so that's
Applying
everything
credit.
on this side. Go to the other side.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
What's that?
Salvage registered. Transferring credit. Deposit secured.
Exterior has
Credit
been stripped.
awarded.
Let's evacuate these fuel tanks and get them taken care of.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
There's that one.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Old pal's enjoying his backbreaking work in processing. Alright, let's see if I can avoid blowing them up. There we go.
Deposit accepted.
Cut those. Cut those. Cut those.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
There we go.
Object processed. Transferring credit.
Okay.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
That's what it is. This part goes in the furnace.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credit. Left, Cutter. You know what you're doing? Okay. Material accepted.
Oh no, I lost another door.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Alright, let's melt these out. Alright, still held in place. Yeah, storage command. There we go. Oop.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Now the door bites the dust.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And we're just gonna pick and toss and pick and toss. Easy money.
Deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Yeah, rewards.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
And it looks like I'm gonna hit certification level 23 just by getting done for the shift.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage registered. Transferring credit. Salvage secured.
I believe that clears its first two sections. Up. Atmosphere regulator. Alright, let's go up and try to
Salvage
break
secured.
apart
Credits deposited.
the back of this. Ah, there's a lot of connectors. Hello.
All right, Cutter. Time to wrap it up, okay? 1 minute left.
Alright, make sure there's no fuses on here. Nope, nope, okay. She just that chunky? Might just be that chunky. Alright, I'll have to work on some more in the next shift. This is the Javelin Heavy Cargo Vessel, Sky. It is one of the largest ships that you can get a hold of. I'm just trying to work around the crawl spaces in the main section because I want to break it apart a little
Hello,
bit
shipbreaker.
so that I can then
Overnight
slide it out
genetic
and
backup
continue
complete.
pulling product out of it
Pattern
without much
deviation
issue.
nominal. Have a good day.
Alright, let's check on the equipment. Doing good, doing good. I'll repair that, why not? Finish upgrading the tethers. Fire resistance. Alright, with this shift I should be able to finish the full salvage. Yeah. So this is the Javelin Heavy Cargo I've been working on. The section I'm working on right now is the interior of this midship point. I've already taken apart the entire back section with the reactor, the fuel tank, the nacelles. I've stripped everything off the outside. So now I'm just working my way from the back forward, pulling things out, and trying to separate the whole to get to the little bits, the bobs, and the salvages on the inside.
I didn't sleep much last night, so don't ask me too many questions today, alright? Copy that, Mama Bear. Don't call me that.
Okay, Mama
How
Bear.
does it feel being both a shipbreaker and a supervisor?
Well, it's 2 jobs, but I'm only getting paid for 1.
Oh yeah, that doesn't seem very fair.
You guys are...
This is still holding on
We're not
tight.
too distracting. You're getting there. Now back to work. Copy that.
I don't see anywhere around here that's supposed to be. Okay, I'll move back to this point. Because it's getting that end cap off that's going to be the most irritating. Okay, whatever, let's just go with it.
Salvage secured.
Maybe its weight was just a hair too much for me to grab all in one go. Get that out of here.
Credit awarded.
Grab these lights off. Get rid of this
Salvage
ring.
deposited. Applying credit to account.
There we go. Get rid of these lights.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Object accepted for processing. Credit
Somehow I managed to cut through the nanocarbon on this ring. I think I could.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Looks like this one's a little too bulky for me to use my grapple on. So I'm just going to tether it back. There it goes. Well, that's going. And I'll tether it a second time just to
Salvage
really get it
secured.
going.
Account credit applied. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Alright. Kill the tethers.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
big boys rolling right out the way. We'll keep pulling out from the main car, or from the main corridor.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
These cool pipes out the way.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
No, these are hazard level 9. I wonder what a hazard level 10 is. Like actively on fire
Salvage
as soon as I
secured.
touch it.
Credits deposited.
Nothing but 6 columns of Atlas launchers strapped to each other.
Salvage secured. Account credits. Valuable object accepted.
I have a lot of time in this game, and I have a lot of
Salvage goal cleared.
systematic ways to work through processes. So, this is really a summation. Oh yeah. Especially like for those big chunks that I can't
Salvage
grapple.
deposit secured. Credits awarded.
No, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna have to pull this table out, because that goes to the furnace, but it was butted up against a radiation filter housing, which needs to go to the processor. I've almost finished this next section. Then I can rinse and repeat, busting apart.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Okay, we'll just grab those lights since it looks like they're on the bars that I'll be cutting through.
Salvage accepted.
Alright, go to
Credits
the
supplied.
outside here. Melt this out. Because it can't hold on if it's liquid.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
And with the full release, they gave you access to a lot more tethers than they used to. So it is really easy to just go tether happy. I just
Processing
work
object. Applying credits to
sparingly
account.
with them because of how it used to be. Oh, hey, there's a circuit. Okay. Yep, there's the fuses I'm gonna have to pull. Well, one of them at least. Got that. Check the other side. Radiation filter. There's the other 2 fuses. I'm gonna get them while I'm at it. Alright, got all 3 fuses, so when I get to the power generator, I can just go ahead and pull it. So I'm gonna melt out these bars here. I believe my capacity right now is 50. Like I've got my my cutting tool and my tether tool at cap. They're fully upgraded. Alright. Still held on by something. Or is this again just a little too heavy? You know what? That should have removed that. No, it's still held on. Okay, so the ring is clear. just too heavy again? Nah, I'll go and I'll melt out the that next set of bars. Cut it into 2 chunks. Yeah, with the grapple upgraded to the point that it is, I can move a lot of really big things. And the only reason that I kind of go nuts and throw like 4 or 5 tethers on something is I just want it out of the way a little more rapidly. I just don't want to deal with it. Oh, that's right. No, we'll do it this way. Come on. There we go. Hello. I'll deal with those later.
Raw material deposited.
So that will clear this ring. Just roll that right off. Grab that light off there. Scoot out the way, grab it, and toss it.
Salvage registered.
There we go.
Transferring credit. 5 minutes left to get your work done. Okay,
Thank
Cutter?
you, Dee Dee.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Come on. There we go. Yeah, because the tethers are cumulative.
Deposit confirmed. Applying
The
credit.
more you got, the more they're worth. I'm still curious as to what's holding this, the rest of the ship. Ah, you little bugger. Those little pins. Alright. We resume.
Salvage secured. Applying
Oh,
credit.
okay, that's behind the next bar.
Salvage secured.
Got another sticker. Should start decorating my stuff.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Nope. You go down there too.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Yeah, more rewards.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Bollocks. I had to pause for a moment. Damn. No, their strength builds linearly. Sorry. Alright.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Yeah, it's a linear growth, not an exponential growth.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay. Yeah.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Oop. Looks like I will have one more day of salvage on this ship to get a full clear. I always like to completely salvage the ships.
Valuable object processed.
It's just personal
Credit
preference.
deposited.
See, people are like, well, pull the reactor, good enough for me.
Salvage
Next ship.
deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay, is there another coupler up top, or is this another one of those just real big ones? I think it's another one of the real big ones. Alright. So I'll scooch out. I do. I tend to only use them when I am dealing with a tier 3 cut point, though. So like the scaffolding that was in the middle of this ship, holding all the fuel tanks in. Alright, while that's moving, I'm just going to go into the front here.
You watching the clock, Cutter?
I'm going to start pulling
You've
this
got 1
apart.
minute left.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Yeah, I have a particular disdain for demo charges from
Salvage secured.
previous
Credits
iterations of
deposited.
them. Alright, there we go. Because when you first gain access to demo charges, they're not even worthless, just detrimental. Like, even if you're very, very careful with how you put them all on, you're gonna end up blowing up whatever it is you're trying to salvage. It's just frustrating.
Salvage deposit secured.
Alright, end of that shift. But yeah, unless it's a tier 3 cut point, I tend to just methodically and meticulously take everything apart.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
I may or may not be a perfectionist. Alright. See how my equipment's holding up again. Doing alright. Alright, the only thing left to upgrade on this is the audio synth, which I should be able to do with the last couple of milestones on this ship. Oh yeah, the last one will finish that off. So I'm down to just this section right here now. Let's pull that off.
Salvage accepted. Credits applied.
Come on.
Salvage secured.
Stubborn little bugger.
Applying credit.
Ooh, is that? I think it's a credit drive.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
There we go. Yep, that's a credit drive. Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Oh no, I destroyed a light. Whatever will I
Salvage
do?
secured. Account credit applied.
Alright. That's all clear. So I come in here and start cracking this apart. Subtlety. Oh, I missed one. precisely. Whole ship. Yeah, they cost a little bit. The biggest problem with the debt charges is, especially right when you unlock them, they have a lot of collateral area. Like, they are very prone to damaging multiple items around it. If you blow the reactor, what it does is, you see this red bar right here. This is the I fucked up and destroyed something. So if you destroy the reactor, this bar progresses depending upon the value of the reactor. You can still continue to salvage the ship. Usually, if the reactor goes off, it's a cock-up cascade. You'll blow the fuel lines, the thrusters, the tanks, the electrical system, the ECU, and it just makes it so that it's impossible to get these higher level rewards. And you can see down here, it's 99 points. Each one is the same number of points that go toward your certification level, but the Lynx token returns get progressively larger as you go. And then it also starts throwing in repair kits. So yeah, even if you absolutely cock up something, you can still keep working on that ship. Oop. Cut that one. It's just trying to decide, alright, when do you cut your losses? When do you decide that I jacked this one up so bad I'm just gonna start over? Because on top of not being able to get that salvage, you also have then all the debris from whatever got destroyed. So the Lynx tokens are used to upgrade your equipment. That's the system I was checking out earlier when I was making my suit more durable. Whoop. Okay, we're gonna pull this now. Get it out of here. Pew. They allow you to do things like increase the oxygen capacity and the oxygen regen for your helmet, make your thrusters better, give you more and stronger tethers, improve
Fuel levels are low.
your fuel capacity.
Are available for purchase
No, that's the thing.
at the Master Jack.
Thank you. Alright. I accidentally grabbed the whole thing. I forgot that I didn't separate out this one yet. Thank you. It's kind of like my natural ability to catch things that fall or get knocked over. Everyone's like, oh, you got really good reactions. Like, yeah, you screw up so often throughout your entire life, you get good at covering your own ass. Alright. Got a little nudge. We'll pull this out of here. Eat that off. Chuck that.
Salvage deposit registered. Account
Okay.
credited. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
So I believe I'm done with this. Yep, so I'm just gonna give her a good shove. And then send her off toward that furnace. Go on. There we go. Alright, this has a chunk of aluminum attached to it,
Raw
so we're
material
gonna have
processed. Credits deposited.
to skim that off. There we go. Yep. The one in the back there, the furnace, is mostly for aluminum. The processor is for nanocarbon and some things like fuel lines and coolant lines. And the barge down here is for things that can be immediately reused. Airlocks, computer terminals, things of that sort. No processing required. Minimal processing required. We're gonna melt that shit down and just start over. And if you put something in the wrong place, it essentially counts as destroying it. Because, well, you can't really make use piece of it. The one difference is if you throw something into the barge, like if I were to just yoke this whole chunk into the barge, there's pieces that go down there, but the structure itself is made of aluminum. Before the end of your shift, if you really get the gumption to, you can actually rip stuff back out of the barge. It just takes a lot of effort. However, if you accidentally have a huge chunk of material go down there, you'll want to try to get it back out. Alright, I'm going to melt this side out of this so that I can pull the panel off and then just start yanking everything out of the guts. Alright, that came right off. Now there should be a panel. Yep, there's the console right there.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Oh, that's a little piece of aluminum. Atmospheric regulator. There we go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
There we go. Alright, so I have reached all of the salvage goals for this ship, so the rest of what I'm doing is just getting a little more cash in my pocket. No, and you can't actually go into the barge physically. It stops you. If you go into the processor or the furnace, it kills you. But you can see where that grid work there on the top is. You cannot physically get past that grid. So if you need to pull something back out to work on it, your best shot is to tether them to these anchor points up here and just yank it back out.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Oh, since this light was flickering, there's probably another battery pack somewhere on this thing. Yep, there we go.
Credit applied.
And those red lights coming on says there's no more electrical power. Alright, get rid of that. Pull the lights off of this.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Oh no, the doors.
Processing
There we go.
object.
And now all the way at the back here, these were the nanocarbon caps that were over the engine and the generator. And it was just very, very awkward. I couldn't readily get them around the rest of the ship
Material accepted.
without knocking things around, so I just left them back here until the end. There we go. Now I'm just going to use my scan.
Credit
Oh,
awarded.
hello there. A little chunk of aluminum. Oh, it is a hell of a game, and I'm glad that it's getting released on all the consoles as well.
Raw material. 5 minutes left in the shift, Cutter, okay?
Thank you, Dee Dee.
Okay.
Oh. Can I grab? Oh no, it's gone. It's already behind the barge. I've lost it. Alright, it looks like I have cleared the area. If you look at the top, the entire bar is now filled between the yellow and the red. So if there is anything left, it is a minuscule amount. Alright, I'm going to fill up my thruster fuel. I'm also going to top off my tethers. And yes, max is out at 50. Oh.
Have a nice day.
But we can just go in and end our shift now. Because there's nothing else to do. I finished the main storyline at this point. Um, I have the option to end my contract with the Lynx, but I'm kind of wanting to just go on
Good
to
morning,
certification
Cutter
level 30 and see
9346-52.
what my balance
Today's
is at the
weather
end of
report, clear and sunny, with a high of minus 270 degrees.
Oh yeah, that's brisk. See, I'm at 23. Nothing else is going to unlock down this way. I'm just getting the check marks. Okay, so the Lynx tokens. Up on the workbench, we can get to our equipment. And you can see the condition of everything here. I'm going to use a repair kit to fix up the grapple since it's under 80%. I have 204 Lynx tokens. Each one of these pips costs Lynx tokens. I am going to unlock the audio resynth, which just kind of imitates the sounds in the area. Since, you know, you're in space. Unless you're physically touching something, you cannot hear it because there's nothing there. I honestly don't know. I haven't touched that. Yeah, I'm not bothering with the O2 recharge because my oxygen tanks are so large now that I can go an entire shift without working. But yeah, I honestly don't know. I got through to the point where it's like, hey, here's the option. You can press the button whenever you complete these criteria. And here it is. Criteria status, pay off. Well, I'm in the positive now. I am positive $186 million. And transportation acquired. Well, my ship is ready to go. I have completely repaired it. So at any time I can press that button and figure out what the hell goes on next. But I'm pretty sure... That's a bug. Yeah, I don't know what happens next. I'm pretty sure it's just like, that's the end of the game. Have fun. So I want to just keep going until I get my certification maxed. And then I can at least say, you know, I've completed everything possible to this point. Well, normally you're floating around. I'll show you what I mean here in a minute. We gotta get a new ship, though. Okay, we're not gonna do another one of those. Okay, we'll do this, this salvage ship. I honestly don't remember what button it is to physically grab something. We're gonna go in here, though. I'm gonna go, well, let me... Controls... Huh. Ah, there it is. Movement... Nope. Miscellaneous, here it is. Z. Z and X. Okay. So, yeah, we're in space. You can grab onto things to stop yourself from moving. This is great if you're having a pressure or depressurization happen when you're trying to, you know, depressurize the entire inside. That, what you just heard, that's the fuses for the power generator cycling through. That's one of those things that I shouldn't be able to hear, but the upgrade allows me to hear while the scanner is active. Okay, let's get inside and we'll do the depressurization, and then I can do a few other things to demonstrate. Hatch must be around the other side. So, one thing about me is we have this scanner, but I haven't upgraded it at all. And the only thing I really use it for is to say, is there pressure in that area? Which is what the green is. All the green is pressured. You don't want to, you know, cut into a pressurized area from a depressurized area because explosive decompression is a thing.
Airlock pressurizing.
Alright. So I'm gonna turn on my light here. Being near a reactor makes your electronics go a little fritzy. Alright. I'm gonna close and cycle both the airlocks to depressurize them.
Depressurizing. Airlock depressurizing.
Okay, so that atmospheric regulator is broken. We cannot use that to depressurize. So run in here. Yes, there is. That one is functional. This one is functional. Okay, so we can start from any one of these areas. Let's see if there's any. Sometimes there's credit items there. Alright. So I'm just going to come up to this section. We gotta depressurize this room.
Air pressure level decreasing.
And you can hear that everything kind of gets muddled. Alright. We're just gonna hold on while this purges its pressure. Alright, now we're gonna go over to this other side and we're gonna do the same thing. If you're not holding on to something and you depressurize like this, it will push you around a lot. Then you have to like rely on your thrusters to try to break you in position. Alright. Okay. We're all depressurized. So, this is a coolant line. This is bringing coolant from the ECM, which is up here, all the way back to the reactor. It's just kind of there, and you can visually see that these little blue blips are active, so it tells me coolant's going through there. However, if you touch it, you can actually hear the liquid moving through it now. But as soon as I let go, again, being in space, sound isn't transmitted. You can also get the same reaction, usually by just bumping up against it. Because again, you're making a physical contact. Alright, those are depressurized. So, we're gonna just get to work now. Now you notice that the sound of the cutter is much more pronounced than it was on the last ship. That's what the resynthor is doing. It is completely unnecessary. It just changes how it sounds. Is that aluminum? Or is it... No, it cut through. Usually you can't cut through nanocarbon like that. Oh, that is titanium. It just wants to go to the processor instead. Okay. Get these clamps here that are holding this in place. Be a little more careful this time. Alright, that removed the cargo hatches.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
And as I got really close, you could hear the transmission of the fuses as well. Again, through physical contact. Okay. I gotta be careful doing these cuts because if I hit the coolant line, it will react violently. Oh, I'll go find another one here and just hop me. I just want to crack open the outside of the ship so it's easier to start pulling items out. Those. Yep. Duck around here. There we go.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Those. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So there's the other fuses. So I'm just gonna see. You just want to pop these when all of the lights are whites. And now, if you look at the power generator, all three of the lights are green, so that's good to collect. Okay, gonna give this little nudge forward. Come on, there we go.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
And I'll make sure this is separated. Okay, good. Now these nose cone sections, even though like I said, I have my grapple fully upgraded, they weigh a ton.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
I'm gonna first pull this off, send it down. Then I'm just gonna
Salvage deposit accepted.
tether this
Credits
straight back into
transferred.
the processor. There it goes. Now the one on this side, it's kind of slotted over the cockpit, so I have to pull it
5 minutes
forward
left in this shift.
before I
Alright.
can send it over. Alright, looks like I still haven't finished disconnecting it. Oh, no, I did. It's just being a little jittery. Is this dragging the whole... It's dragging the whole ship. That is rude. Oh, well, let's...
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay. Looks like we need to pull the chin up a little bit. See, it's trying. It's wiggling. Come on. Get off of there. I got work to do.
Object processed.
There it goes.
Transferring credits.
Okay, now canceling the tether also canceled the tether I had on this one. So now I double tap you, just to drag you in. I'll come over here and do the same to this one, just to get it out of here as quick as I can. Because, as stated, work to do. I'm going to tether it on two separated positions though, so it pulls it more of an even lateral instead of trying to turn it around hard.
Salvage
Are you still
secured.
connected?
Credits deposited.
Just the way that cargo container was holding it.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Yep. Every kilo counts. Now, I'm not going to disconnect that power generator until I have disconnected and salvaged the reactor. Because the flush on the fuel lines for a Class 2 reactor require power. So I don't want to jack myself up like that.
Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid. Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
Oop, got bumped.
Salvage accepted. Credits applied.
Oh, also the little round lights, like those guys, they don't count for anything.
Salvage.
It'll tell you destroyed a light, but they're not worth anything, like in the most literal sense. They have no assigned value.
Salvage secured. Applying
Alright.
credit.
I got this handle still. I'm just going to move this forward. And I'm going to disconnect this entire front section by melting out these pieces here.
1 minute left on the clock, Cutter.
Thank you, Dee Dee.
1 minute.
There we go. So there's probably an airlock. Yep. There's one on the inside to it. I already pulled it.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
I think I
Applying
already pulled
credit.
it. Just zip that on out there.
Raw material deposited.
There we go.
Salvage.
Hopefully that got registered. If not, I'm not too terribly concerned. I mean, you can see so far the items destroyed is 0.1%. And I spent a lot of time just doing prep work and teaching you a few things about it. Come on.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
Okay, so work suit's fully upgraded, laser is upgraded, grapple is upgraded, thrusters are upgraded. I may as well upgrade the demo charges. Good times. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to finish peeling off the outer layers of nanocarbon. Got a bunch of armor plates on there I'll have to take care of.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Get that out of here.
Salvage deposit registered.
Cargo
Account
hatches.
credited.
There's that. Oh, that's the titanium panel I accidentally cut
Valuable
earlier.
object processed. Credits awarded.
Another small piece of it. Another armor plate for the barge.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Valuable object processed. Credits
Yeah.
deposited. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
But yeah, these just these chunks of nanocarbon titanium that make up the exterior ship do actually get you a lot of salvage potential. Oop.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
So getting those cleaned up, sorted out, and put away is actually very helpful.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
These out of here. Oop. You get up here. There we go. Alright, we got a lot of small pieces
Salvage
of, well,
secured. Account credit
comparatively small pieces of nanocarbon down here. So let's.
applied. Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Alright. Loosen these up. Oh. Is it gone? Yeah, I lost that one. You want to be careful when throwing things to opposing sides so you don't beam yourself in the back of the head with a giant chunk of metal moving at Mach 3.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Okay. This long and awkward chunk, if you're rough with it, has a tendency to hit one of those pipes and gives you a bad day. Alright,
Valuable object accepted for processing.
this one down. I was reckless with that. It went flying right past that coolant line. Alright, let's start sending all this down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage goal
Throw away
achieved.
that garbage.
Rewards allocated. Processing valuable
Garbage.
deposit.
You don't get anything for throwing away the garbage that you find, but I still do it just out of sheer habit. That off. I think I just launched another package of potato chips. Get rid of that one. This asteroid shard can get away.
Material deposited.
Caught it.
Object processed. Transferring
Alright.
credits.
That's the irritation with having this much garbage floating around, is you go to grab something and it's like, oh, you wanted this bottle of water. No, not really, thanks.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit secured.
Okay,
Credits
send this
awarded.
antenna down. I think the antenna base also counts. I know, it's processor item. Alright. Did I pull the access panel off of here yet? Nope. Here we are.
Salvage
For some
registered.
reason, ladders
Transferring
are
credits.
really a high commodity. They like me to send those to the or to the barge. I don't understand the logic. Okay.
Salvage
Ooh,
secured.
credit drive.
Credits deposited.
I'll take that. There's that. Okay, now,
Processing valuable objects.
here's the reactor
Credits
here.
awarded.
To start the controlled meltdown, we have to disconnect the coolant
Salvage
and the
registered.
thrusters.
Transferring credits.
Once that controlled meltdown starts, you need an exit strategy. So what I like to do is I will melt off these 4 bars here. Cost me a little bit, but I really don't care. Being careful not to accidentally burn the fuel pipes. Yeah, ladders. Alright, and then you just toss that chunk of aluminum off. Pull the panels away, and we'll get rid of them. Now, with this particular setup, both the coolant and the fuel come in on the same side, which is the plate the reactor is anchored to. So I can completely remove all these plates. Then also remove this cap, just to give myself a little more room to wiggle. Alright, so we're gonna go up here. Get that out of here. I'll pull that off while I'm at it.
Additional rewards assigned.
So, we're going to disconnect and collect these cooling canisters. Alright, now that shut off the coolant line. You see the lights are turned off on it now, and if we come over here, nothing. Now we're going to come to the back here, and this one has 3 thrusters, and all 3 of them have to be disconnected to start the controlled meltdown. There we go, and it should start lighting up here. There we are. Just going to come up, around, and yeet. There we go. 1 Class 2 reactor successfully salvaged.
Credits applied. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come back up here to the front, and I'm going to keep collecting... Excuse me. Keep picking apart this end of the ship, so that then I can use a tether to just pull that whole section forward out of the rear of the frame, and will allow me to, or easily finish that section.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
God save the ladders.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Alright. Gotta melt up this frame for the or the radiation filter, because that all goes to the processor instead of the furnace. Give it a little bump and launch. One down. Oh, oh. This handle is also very important. Gotta go to the barge.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Send that away. Gotta be careful with these radiation filters. If they bump anything, they cause a very large radiation field. That's just a pain to deal with. Gotta get that shard up there. Launch it. Give it a little bump up. There we go. And a launch. And we got up the power generator. Pull that. And we got yet another radiation filter
Salvage
over here.
deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Alternatively to melting off the bars completely like this, you could use your buzzsaw and try to just trim right up against the radiation containment unit. However, unless you get it damn near perfect. Yeah, a vast majority of the ship is aluminum nanocarbon. Lately I've also been getting bits and bobs of titanium, which I can cut through, interestingly, but they go into the processor. But yeah, a vast majority is either aluminum or nanocarbon. Okay, so let's snip the pipe here. I'm gonna come all the way over here. Whoop. This whole walkway is titanium, so it'll go into the processor. Alright. I'm also going to snip the pipe there. And we're going to cut here. There. So that loosened up the entire walkway. It also loosened up that pipe. So I can get rid of both of those.
Not much time left, Cutter. 1 minute to go.
Thank you, Dee Dee. I'm just going to try to get that pipe out of the way. Ooh! Almost bumped my face on that one. Alright. Pull and throw, pull and throw. Oop! I threw before I pulled.
Deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage goal cleared.
Okay, salvage goal number 7 complete. Alright, a few things destroyed. Not even up to 1% destroyed yet. So we're doing pretty good.
New certification
Certification level 24.
License level increased.
Means fuck all, but, you know. Number go up, cutter go burr.
Hello, shipbreaker. This is your morning wake-up call.
19 million in salvage for that shift. Nice. I salvaged an 8th rock. Yay. Alright, we're just gonna dive right back in and finish this ship. So you can see me moving things around, bumped the section that had the reactor out of the way. There were a couple more things for me to pull out of here, I think.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Alright, this one's cleared. Clear. Yep. Now that's clear.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
A shift's default time is 15 minutes. There is a secondary mode that's just free time, where there is no timer, and you can even turn off the oxygen drain. So you just can kind of relax and take everything at your own pace. No stress, no fuss. Alright, so that's everything in here. Let's go over to the other side. Oh, we got a light there. Oh, gotta get that sweet, sweet ladder action going.
Applying credit.
And one more panel here. Alright. So that finishes up everything out of that section as well. So I'm just gonna grab it,
Salvage deposit.
toss it away.
Applying credit to account.
The exception to the 15-minute timer, if you're playing regularly, is early on there are some training shifts that are teaching you how to do things like deal with and pull reactors. Those, the timer doesn't start until you've finished the objective that you were trying to learn. So you can kind of cheese them
Material deposit.
and literally tear apart the rest of the ship
Processing value
before you
deposit.
even touch whatever it is you want to work on. So, and there's fun little ways to fuck about.
Transferring credit. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Alright, there's that. Gonna boop that out. Oh, it is the same story mode. It just doesn't, and it has the certifications and the levels and the interactions and whatnot. It has that progression. It just doesn't have
Credits
the
awarded.
timer attached to everything. And if you so choose, it doesn't have, you know, oxygen either. Whoop! That guy was lighter than I thought it was. I think I lost it. Yeah, it's gone. Oh well.
Raw material accepted. Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
One thing you also have to be careful of is those furnaces have a really strong pull. Yeah,
Salvage
kind of.
secured.
The
Deposited.
the biggest difficulty modifier really is how many respawns you get.
Salvage secured. Account credit
the regular mode that I'm in and the peaceful mode, the free mode, you have an unlimited number of respawns. There is a limited mode where you only get 30 respawns for your entire game. And then there's a hardcore mode where you get none. So that's the biggest way that it modifies difficulty there. I refuse to do the hardcore mode because there are times where I'm working, I'm doing everything fine, I go and I pop apart, 2 panels, and it immediately kills me for no discernible reason. Like, there's no depressurization, nothing's flying around, it just says, "Yep, you're dead." And it's kind of infuriating. Okay.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
So we got plenty of time, and we only got these 2 pieces left to do. As stated, those furnaces have a mean pull, so I'm trying to just bring this guy forward before I try to load it into the processor. And then turn off my helmet light. There we go. Alright. Shut off the tethers. We're just gonna boop and boop. The limited one is 30 for your entire career. If you ever get 30 deaths, you're done. And the hardcore, you don't get any. So if you ever die, it's done. But with the number of times, I mean, even in this run, now that it's in full release, that I just spontaneously get killed for reasons unknown, I'm not going to bother with the hardcore mode. Alright.
Object processed. Transferring credits. All salvage goals have been met. Rewards maximized.
And we're just gonna do a sweep. Oh! Apparently I missed a piece. On the airlock doors.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Alright, do a look around. A little piece of a fuel pipe.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Chunk of aluminum. Oh, it's one of those little round lights that don't count for anything. And that's one of those bottles. What's that? Another one of those round lights. Alright, so that going in should mostly or completely fill up the salvage line. Yep. So, this is another one of those things. Oh! I didn't even see you there. I'm looking around for tiny bits and bobs. There's this massive thing with a sensor tower on it. Should have remembered there were 2. There we go. Done and done. Another shift. And another ship completely salvaged.
Good morning, shipbreaker. Lynx would like to share the following message. The only P's permitted in the salvage yard are profit, processor, and potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate.
Alright. Throwing them? God, that sounds like a terrible plan. But you know what? I'll unlock it just to have it done. Work suit's done. I guess I'll start upgrading my cross-spectrum scanner. Alright. However, this does feel like a good time to call it. We've been going for a little over 2 hours, and we've knocked out 3, 4 ships. So, got a tab over here, and we're going to see if anyone I know is streaming at the moment, so we can go drop in on them. Don't see anyone right now, so instead we will look for someone else who is also streaming Shipbreaker. There we go. I turn down my desktop audio here. Not a problem, Sky. I'll be streaming again about the same time tomorrow. I just fire it up when I get home, settled in, relax for a little bit. If you have any more questions, by all means, feel free to hit me up. Alright, copy that. We're going to /raid. Alright. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining me for this nice, relaxing, because I find this actually very cathartic, ripping apart ships in space. As stated, I'll be around tomorrow. Y'all take care, and I hope to catch you next time. Bye now.